Hi crochet friends, happy to see you on my channel again. I missed it, I missed us. So let's make this beautiful mohair sweater. By the way, on my channel you can find also a cardigan, always in mohair yarn, and the same sweater but with elastic. I made it for my kid, but it's customizable, so you can do it any size you want. So let's start. And easy for beginners. So it will be a rectangle, one part and back part, and this is my body, and so these are, and the sleeves are going to be right. Know how many centimeters that will be because we have tried on, but I think it will be large, about 50 centimeters, and the head is about 30. But we will try everything on ourselves. Let's make a loose chain. I will make 15 chains and make it really loose, see, because it's not elastic. Let's take over yarn, and in the fourth I always start like that. One, I always count one on a hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make a first half double crochet. What is it, half double crochet? It's like a single crochet, but first you have to take over yarn, put it through the loop, take the yarn through the loop, and now when we're taking over the yarn again, we should put it through all the 3 yarn chains on a hook, like that. So again, 1, 2, 3, and always keep it loose. Don't tight it because it's have to have volume. It's have to have air. And again. So as you see, it's like a single crochet, just the same, but you are taking over yarn at the beginning. And just like that, we are going to make the first row. So let's make the last one, and on that point you can tie it, but a little bit. The first row is ready. At the end, turn your work and repeat all the process, but at the beginning chain up 1, and then don't skip the first one. Make the first half double crochet here and count till the end how many of them you make. It has to be the same quantity as you did in a previous row. So this is the process. We have to repeat it as many rows as you want. I will make about 4 rows. I made a sample, and it's how many? 15 centimeters long for 8 centimeters height. But we're going to work like that, So for my height of the sweater, I want 30 centimeters about. So calculations, most difficult part for me. My sample is 15 centimeters long. We have to understand how many half double crochets we did. I did 13 because as far as I took 15 chains, but the first one I made in the 4th chain, and this is the lateral part, and it's like 1 half double crochet, let's say like that. So 15 minus 13, because I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 13. The difference is 2. Those that I skipped, it doesn't matter. The matter is that I count 13 half double crochets. So 13 we have to divide on 15, and it will be for 1 centimeter. I have 0.86 half double crochet. So I take this number and I multiply it on the length I want to have at the end, and it's about 26 chains I have to do, plus 2 at the beginning, just at the beginning, 2 for the first basic chain, and for how many rows we should take. So I made 4 rows and it's about 8 centimeters height, 4 rows, so 8 divided to 4, we have 2 centimeters for each row. So basically I have to make 24 rows, and it will be large, about 50 centimeters, but we will always try to ourselves to understand, do we like it or not. I made this simple, which I don't do actually, never, because I wanted to make more customizable for everyone. We all have different yarn. We all work with crochet with those hooks in our density. So this will help us to get it more practical. Honestly, every time I say just make it long as you want, attach it to yourself and control if you like it. But if you want to make to take orders, to make it for the other persons, you have to understand all the numbers of the process to calculate it for the others. As I said, I'm using a hook number 10 and a mohair yarn. Let's make our chains. Keep it loose. Made 26 chains, and for the foundation chain we are adding 2, 1, 2. Now we have to start with our pattern. It will be half double crochet, it's like a single crochet, but first we have to take over the yarn. So I always started with making the first one in the fours and counting 1 on a hook, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I'm going to make first half double crochet. How do we make it? Take over yarn, insert your hook, pull through your chain yarn like that, then take over yarn and pull it through all 3 chains on your hook. Again, take over yarn, insert, pull it through, take over yarn and pull it through 3 chains on your hook. Remember to keep it loose, because this is the point of the sweater, and just keep going like that till the end of the row. And what I honestly counsel you to count how many of them do you have to control yourself in the next row. So this is where we started. This was the first one with 2 chains, and that's where we started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count till the end. 6, 7, 8. So at the end of the row, turn your work, and let's repeat all the process. At the beginning of every row, chain up 1, and then don't skip the first one. Make the first half double crochet here and count till the end how many of them you make. It has to be the same quantity as you did in a previous row. I made them 25 of them, so I'm going to repeat all the process. And this is it. This is what we have to do. Working row by row, always with the same quantity, always turning your work at the end of the row, and always beginning with chaining up 1 and not skipping anything. Calculations, I have to make about 25 rows, and I will measure it and decide when to finish. So here's my first part, and it's just like I wanted. It's about 30 centimeters long, and it's more than 50, it's about 55 because I made more rows. If you remember, I calculated to make about 25 rows for 15 centimeters, but I made some more, don't know why, just attached it and decided to make some more. I'm doing it for the first time and I want it to be a little oversized. I checked with my previous sweater as an example, so I want to make pretty much the same thing, and let's try it on. It will be like that. It's just that what I wanted. I'm going to repeat all the process and make the second part. Also, in one skein of yarn there was about 25 grams, and I have the third part or maybe even more, so it's really economic. So both sides are ready, markers here and here, and as I want to make one shoulder open, I will put them together just for about 5 centimeters and then leave it like that. But from this side I will more about, so between, on this place in the middle of my shoulder and my neck, about like that. So I will put marker on one and then we'll put them together. Yes, I will make it like that, so it's not in the middle but less. And don't forget to take measurements how long you want your sleeves to be. So we are working, we will make 2 rectangles even for our sleeves and then put them all together. So we're going to work like that. This will be foundation chain, mine be 40 centimeters, and this double of that, so will be how many rows we're going to make. Here are my sleeves, one and the second. So I wanted to sleeve long about 40 centimeters, and it should be large, like both part, just like my hole for the sleeve that I made when I tried it on. So I used my sample as before, and for the beginning I did the same calculation. If I want it to be about 40 centimeters long, my number 0.86 I multiplied it on 40 centimeters, so I did the foundation chain of 35 chains plus 2 at the beginning for the first row, and then I made as many rows as I needed. I put it like that and I tried it on. Isn't it short? You can make it bigger, shorter, as you wish, but then you should sew it to your hole for the sleeve. So what should we do now? We should put all the parts together. As you remember, I put markers to understand where will my shoulder part ends, and I didn't make them equal. One is bigger, other is less. If you make them equal, control that the size is the same. So I will take a needle. You can also make it with a hook. I will take a needle and this mohair yarn. I will sew them together, all the parts. First of all, I will sew my sleeve from the beginning at the end, and I will attach it here, and then I should go here to attach 2 parts of sweater together. Then I will repeat with the same part and make my shoulders. My yarn and put it through a needle. I just put my sleeve together from a needle, just because to hide it will be easier from here. And let's start to sew them together. So I don't know how it calls this stitch, but it's the easiest I remember, and I will keep my yarn ends, my tails like that, so I will hide them. So Here are two parts. Insert your needle under both parts, take over yarn like this and pull it through. Part is to control that you're sewing one stitch to one from the other side to the same at the other part, and then put it through. Oh, it's not going to be easy. It's not. And you have to keep it loose as is your yarn, because if you make it too straight, it won't look good. So keeping it loose and sewing it one to one. Just like that. And again. Keep going till the end of the sleeve. So this is my sleeve. It's ready, and now I'm going to attach it. If it's difficult for you, you can put markers. You can put it together with a marker, but I guess we will make it even without. And just let's do the same. Let's take off this marker, and now I'm going to work like that side, because it's the outside, and then I will go on the other side and down. The stitch is always the same, the process is the same, but maybe you have different quantities. So this way you can put marker here and just continue. So I finished the one part with a short shoulder to be like that, and that's what I wanted. I was afraid that it will be too small. It's this open shoulder to be like that. Oh, I love it. And this is closed shoulder. And now we're going to repeat all the process with this sleeve. So here is the result. We made it. As I said, this is my open shoulder. This is my closed shoulder. It's short as I want it. The sleeves are large, but not too large. So this spring, this summer, I'm gonna wear it all over. And thank you for watching this DIY. Write me if you have some questions, and have a nice crochet.